The lunar eclipse today changes everything. Will it finally bring peace for the world? Or will tensions escalate even further? This total lunar eclipse, visible in many parts of the world, carries a special significance. An eclipse that can be seen has a much stronger impact, not just individually, but also collectively. It takes place in the Vedic lunar mansion Uttara Phalguni, an energy deeply connected to karma, commitments, and the consequences of our actions. This eclipse unfolds its power on the Leo-Aquarius axis, a field of tension between personal authority and global responsibility, between individuality and the collective. Uttara Phalguni is a lunar mansion of karmic inheritance, contracts, and the results of our past decisions. Its ruler, Aryaman, a deva of nobility, charity, and duty, reminds us that this eclipse is a reckoning with the past. But with Ketu, the South lunar node, in play, everything becomes even more intense. A karmic purification is taking place. Does this lunar eclipse truly bring peace? Or will we first have to go through chaos before energies realign? Stay until the end. I will give you a detailed breakdown of the impact on all 12 ascendants, so you can understand exactly how this lunar eclipse will affect you personally. What does this lunar eclipse mean? This lunar eclipse in Uttara Phalguni acts as a karmic catalyst that not only transforms external circumstances, but also deeply affects your emotional and energetic field. It forcefully brings to the surface what has been hidden, old entanglements, unspoken truths, and patterns that once served us but no longer align with who we are becoming. Many people will feel inner restlessness, unexplained longings, or a strong desire to redefine themselves. At the same time, it may feel as if one is emotionally disconnected from the usual positive qualities of this lunar mansion. Instead of generosity, joy, and warmth, there may be uncertainty, irritability, or even a sense of emptiness. But this is exactly part of the process. This eclipse reveals where we have been holding ourselves back, where we have not allowed ourselves to step into our true power. The Leo-Aquarius axis highlights the conflict between personal fulfillment and the responsibility to the collective. This eclipse urges you to reflect. Where have you held yourself back to fit into an existing system? Where have you adapted even though deep down you wanted to follow your own path? And where have you been so focused on yourself that you failed to see the impact your actions have on others? This is a time of transformation, but not a moment for impulsive decisions. In Vedic astrology, eclipses are not meant for starting new projects. They are for conscious release. Old contracts, outdated promises, and commitments that no longer align with your path may now come into question. Moments of stillness, meditation, and self-reflection are especially powerful now. Not just to recognize what is surfacing, but to energetically transform it. At the same time, the exact conjunction of the Sun and Saturn amplifies inner tensions. You may feel a strong urge for total freedom, yet obligations hold you back. The battle between the need for independence and the realities of responsibility can create emotional turmoil. Between the desire to break free and the awareness that certain things cannot simply be ignored any longer. The lunar eclipse in Uttara Phalguni does not only affect individuals but also deep societal and political implications. It marks a reset of values, reflecting a shift in the collective perception of responsibility, leadership, and social justice. Eclipses often bring hidden truths to light. This could manifest as political or economic revelations. In the coming days, scandals may emerge that shake trust in existing power structures. At the same time, the tension between leadership and the people intensifies as authorities face increased scrutiny. People are becoming more aware of where they have been kept in dependencies or where power has been misused. This eclipse can accelerate two opposing developments. On one hand, it could strengthen humanitarian movements and a sense of community, a collective awakening that demands more compassion and accountability. On the other hand, those who fear losing power may respond with harsher measures, tighter control, and ego-driven decisions. Politically, this could be a time of testing, or even a downfall, of many leaders and decision-makers. Leo, the sign of the eclipse, represents rulers, authority figures, and political leaderships. Ketu, the karmic shadow planet, drains energy from those who do not act for the greater good. Those clinging to old structures or attempting to conceal the truth may now face sudden consequences. We see this process unfolding right now in the ceasefire negotiations between Russia, Ukraine, and the United States. While a 30-day truce has been proposed, Putin remains hesitant, setting his own conditions and closely assessing the situation. This eclipse could mark a turning point, either initiating a genuine peace process or further escalating tensions. Geopolitically, the coming weeks could bring new developments in ongoing conflicts or international power struggles. Eclipses often have a delayed effect, yet they set events into motion that can alter the balance of power in the long run. It remains to be seen whether this eclipse will pave the way for a true diplomatic resolution or whether it will reveal that the world is still not ready for real peace. Now let's take a short look at the impact of the lunar eclipse on all 12 ascendants. And if you don't yet know your Vedic ascendant, you can order a personalized horoscope from our online shop. The link is below this video. It is not the same as the Western horoscope. Vedic astrology is based on where the planets are actually positioned in the sky. For Aries ascendants, the eclipse occurs in the 5th house, bringing revelations about matters of the heart, creativity, and children. Old emotional patterns in relationships may surface, urging you to gain clarity on what truly aligns with you. For Taurus ascendants, they can experience the eclipse in the 4th house, and this putting your focus on your family, your home, your emotional security. Past issues related to parents or ancestral roots may now come to light. For Gemini ascendants, the eclipse happens in the 3rd house, affecting your communication, your siblings, and your personal ambitions. It may highlight areas where you haven't fully expressed your truth or where adjustments in your communication style are needed. For Cancer ascendants, they can experience the eclipse in the 2nd house, which governs your self-worth, your finances, and material security. It's a time to reassess your relationship with money and your values. For Leo ascendants, this eclipse is especially intense because it takes place in your 1st house, reshaping your personal identity and your self-image. Old roles and identities may fall away, creating a strong urge to redefine yourself. For Virgo ascendants, this eclipse happens in your 12th house, activating deep karmic processes, inner reflection, and the need for solitude. Unconscious fears or outdated patterns may surface, but so you can have spiritual realizations. For Libra ascendant, this will happen in your 11th house, affecting your friendships, your networks, and your long-term aspirations. It may become clear which connections are no longer in alignment with your path or which desires need to be re-evaluated. For Scorpio ascendants, this eclipse happens in your 10th house, and this is the place of your career and your life direction. And this can bring profound changes in your professional role and new possibilities. But it becomes evident whether your current path aligns with your true calling or not. For Sagittarius ascendants, this eclipse happens in your 9th house and brings the focus on philosophy, your belief system, and travel. You may undergo a shift in perspective or realize that an old belief no longer serves you. For Capricorn ascendants, you will be affected very strong because the eclipse happens in your 8th house, which governs deep transformation, emotional shifts, and hidden matters. Sudden insights or inner changes are likely. Letting go is essential now. For Aquarius ascendants, the lunar eclipse happens in your 7th house, highlighting your relationships and partnerships. Imbalances in close connections may become evident, raising questions about which relationships truly support your soul's journey. Finally, Pisces ascendants will feel the effect in the 6th house, affecting your work, your health, and your daily routines. This is a powerful time to address unhealthy habits or outdated obligations and to consciously create a new structure in your daily life. This lunar eclipse is a calming turning point, bringing clarity in different ways for everyone. The question is, where is it asking you to release the past and step into a new path? Thank you so much for listening. Share this video with your friends and family, and do not forget, I love you.